Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. And in this video we're gonna look at my monthly haul, monthly empties for November and also December, since I don't think I'm gonna be able to use up any more products, and I just wanna get these done with so that I can put them into my yearly empties pile and start to film my yearly empty ranking and collection, which I started doing last year. I can link that down below in case you're interested, but I'm gonna then split all of my empties into a couple of videos, so like best and worst of hair care, best and worst of makeup, best and worst of skincare, stuff like that. And I will give you kind of like a overall review of a bunch of different products from the same category. So hopefully that will be something that will interest you. These videos will probably be coming out end of this year, beginning of next year, or maybe all of them will come out in January. We'll see with the schedule if I'm gonna be able to film every single video I want to film till the end of December. Then maybe these yearly empties will be scheduled on January. So stick in there, hang in there for those videos. Subscribe if you're not subscribed so that you get notified once I do upload these. But today we're just gonna focus on the last 2 months of empties, and there's also gonna be some decluttered products that I've decluttered like 2 weeks ago, I think. I'm gonna link that video down below and in the little card for you as well, in case you want to see how my collection looks like right now, especially when it comes to makeup. I haven't filmed my eyeshadow collection yet, but this is just for like the everything that's not eyeshadow. So hopefully you will enjoy that. In case you're new here, hi, my name's Sasha. I love indie makeup, I love colorful makeup, I love eyeshadows especially. I do focus on hair care and skincare as well. When it comes to hair, I have fine curly hair, currently colored. And when it comes to skincare, I have combination skin with like a little bit of oily areas, acne prone, mostly like hormonal acne. So yeah, that's kind of what you can expect here. And now, I hope nothing will fall out. Of course it did. I have this huge basket full of empties, so let me show them all to you and give you a little bit of a rundown what I think about them, how it was for me, and what I've liked about them. So first we're gonna start on a high note. Oh, also, if you're interested in what I'm wearing, this is my last look in my 3 looks review of the Nomad Cosmetics Polar Express palette. That video should already be up on my channel by the time you're watching this, so in case you want to see that, I will also link it in the lower card and down below, in case you are interested in Nomad. But one of the best products of this collection, well, for makeup, I think one of the best, maybe the best, well, yeah, the best for makeup today is the Essence The False Lashes Mascara, the Extreme Volume and Curl. This one is a fantastic mascara. It lasted me forever. Like, it has so many uses in there. It has one of those like bended wands, and it just gives you really nice, long, full, voluminous lashes. It lasts all day. It doesn't smudge. It doesn't do anything that you don't want it to do, and it really holds up nicely. I've been able to use it 65 times, which I think is the most I've ever gotten out of mascaras, if I don't count mascaras that were only for the lower lashes. So yeah, this one has a bunch of product in there, lasts you forever, doesn't dry up. Like, there's still some product, but it doesn't, the wand isn't as coated as it used to be, and I've been using it for like 3 months now, so I'm decluttering her, but she's wonderful. She doesn't cost anything, and it's wonderful mascara. So this one is the one that I would definitely recommend trying if you haven't tried it yet. Then what else? Hair care. I'm gonna kind of go back and forth because I just don't want to really search for everything. A product that I've used up yesterday or 2 days ago, I don't remember. It's this Hask Biotin Boost Thickening Shampoo, made with biotin, collagen, and coffee seed oil. Adds fullness and strength. It's a 355 milliliters or 12 fluid ounces. And this one is wonderful. It's a drugstore brand, but it's really wonderful. My hair feels really nice, really soft, clean but not stripped. I don't have any dandruff or any flakiness or any itching or stuff like that, which sometimes when it's cold outside it does happen for me, so this one is really nice for that. And it lasts really long time. I don't need to use much. Sometimes I need to layer a lot of shampoo to get my hair clean, but this one you only need a little bit. It foams up really nicely, and yeah, I really like it. I already have another bottle, or is this my second bottle? Also, this is Coloursafe formula, but I don't know if if this is already my second bottle or if I just got the second bottle. I've been using this for so long, so I'm not completely sure. But my mom gave me another one for Christmas, which I was just so happy about because I love this one. And it's one of my favorite brands right now for my hair. So I also have a conditioner from there. I think it's like the detangling conditioner or something like that. That one I still have a little bit of product left since my hair isn't too long. I mean, now it's getting longer, but it's not too long. I usually use a bit less conditioner than a shampoo. So that one I would recommend. What I wouldn't really recommend is the Maybelline Hyper Precise All Day Liquid Liner in the shade Parrot Blue. I think any shade from this collection won't be the best. This eyeliner, maybe if you only use the liner and you don't use any eyeshadows on your eyes, maybe it kind of works. But for me, I have the problem that sometimes this is too liquidy. Yeah, right, like right now. Or it doesn't want to stick. Like if you can do just one line and you're done, yes, this one will work for you, though it can smudge a bit because it is liquidy. But if you want to layer, like you won't finish the line completely, or there's like little sparse areas in that line and you want to go over it again, it won't work. Either it becomes goopy, or if you're gonna do it once it's completely dried, it's gonna peel up, so you're gonna take what's underneath. It doesn't really want to stick over eyeshadow, so if you already have even just like something really light on your eyes, it doesn't want to stick to this properly and it won't draw properly and it will kind of skip a lot. And the color, like in my opinion, to get the color that you see on the pan, you do need to build it, but you can't build it because the formula doesn't really allow it. So I feel like it worked nicely the first like 5 uses that I've used it, or like it looked okay the first 5 uses, but then it became a mess. So not really a fan of that. What I am a fan of is the Beauty of Joseon Relief Sun Rice and Probiotics SPF 50 plus PA plus 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 plus. This one is the best cream I've ever tried. Not just sunscreen, the best cream ever. It is so wonderful formula. It is hydrating but doesn't feel oily or sticky. It doesn't leave any residue. It creates this soft, blushy, like satiny veil on your skin that really protects the skin from like any moisture escaping it, but it doesn't clog the pores, it doesn't feel thick or mask-like on the skin. It hydrates and moisturizes without being too much, which sometimes happens for my combination skin type, that a lot of hydrating products can be too much and I start to really like oil up because of that. This one doesn't do that. I feel like I wasn't as oily when I was using this, but I also haven't felt dry or like not moisturized. Like it's genuinely just the best moisturizer ever. And the fact that it has SPF inside is just... Also, I feel like it really helped my blemishes. First of all, I didn't really get much blemishes while I was using this every day. And also, the ones that I had, like the little, like really little, kind of just like a itty bitty red dots that I had, went away really quickly and didn't leave any scarring or any redness. So I feel like it also was really nice. I don't know if it's the rice or the probiotics, maybe both, but it felt really calming on the breakout areas. So this one is wonderful. I got another one. This one is my second used one, and I got another one for Christmas from my sister. So I was just like, ah, it's amazing. Or maybe I got that for birthday because I have birthday right after the Christmas Eve. Because I have birthday after Christmas, but yeah, this one is wonderful, and I'm so grateful that I got another one because it's just, this one will always be welcomed in my house. And then a decluttered product is the Catrice Cosmetics Prime and Fine and Anti-Red Primer. It's got the No More Red, and it has a hemp oil. There's 30 milliliters or 1.01 fluid ounces. This one for me, first of all, it's very, like, it's kind of like a thicker cream. It feels like, for my skin, maybe if you're dry, but for me, this feels like it's a bit too much. And I don't feel like it really reduced much of redness, and I didn't really like the way that foundations layered on top of it. I feel like it was just too thick and creamy for me, and my skin just didn't really want it to absorb all of it, so it kind of stayed on the face, and my foundations just didn't really look nice on it. It's not that it's a bad primer, it just, for me, for my skin type, it doesn't really work. I do feel like it's very hydrating. It just, for me, it's too much hydration. And this one is vegan, so I feel like that's also nice for a lot of people. And yeah, for me, it just, also I wanted to use it under my eyes because I do have a little bit drier under eye area, and I wanted to see if it would somehow like reduce a little bit of the circles. Like, obviously it wouldn't get rid of everything because the circles are more purple than red, but it could like slightly dial it down and help the concealer. But for me, first of all, my concealer creased incredibly with this one, and second, it just didn't really feel nice, and also my eyes were watering a bit. I don't know if it's the hemp oil or anything else inside, but my eyes didn't really love this one. And I usually don't have any problem with like irritation around the eyes. So that's why I'm decluttering it. It just doesn't really serve much purpose for me. Then I have this Curlsmith Moisture Memory Reactivator. It's the reviving spray for curly, wavy, or dry hair. It has avocado oil, apricot kernel, sage, and basil. It's cruelty-free, vegan, no sulfates, and no silicones. This one is 59 milliliters or 2 fluid ounces. So I have just like the mini version because I wanted to try it, and Curlsmith isn't very inexpensive, at least in Czech Republic. I don't know how it goes in other countries, but in Czech Republic, this is a lot. This is a lot. I don't even pay for a hairdresser as much as this full product, so I don't pay nearly as much for a hairdresser as this full-size bottle, so yeah, a little bit too expensive for me. This one is really nice product. It's kind of, you can either use it as like a primer before you're gonna start styling your hair, or what I used it, and I think what it's mostly intended to use is the second, third, fourth, or any other day after styling. You can kind of reshape the curls. So sometimes I sleep really weirdly, and then a couple of the curls just kind of bend weirdly and just they look horrible. So I just spray it, scrunch it, and it would look really nice. And it would add a bit of body because my hair are really fine and soft, and they lose a lot of volume because they kind of just, they're like too soft. I feel like for curly hair you need texture, right? But my hair don't have texture, so they do curl like crazy, but then because of the lack of texture they just kind of fall flat in like the second or third day. So this would really help me to just kind of give it a little bit of body, but it wouldn't feel sticky or crunchy because I don't like either of those, and it wouldn't feel like I have anything on my hair. Like, it doesn't feel coated with anything. It would just give me like a really nice look to the hair. So I think I will get this in the full bottle because I do quite enjoy it, and I've never had anything similar that would work just as good for me. Usually if I need to reshape my curls, I would use I always have a hair toner, like a tonic, and usually it's like sage one or rosemary one because I just love the scent, and it is supposed to be good for scalp health. And I would massage that in my roots to just like promote hair growth and like scalp health. And then whatever's left on my hands, or sometimes I would add a bit of the water on my hands, and then I would just scrunch. But obviously that way you're just kind of like reviving the hair, but you're not adding any hold. This one has a bit of hold, not too much so that it doesn't create like a crusty feeling, but a bit of hold. So I would like to try that one. Then I had to declutter the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek Matte Blush in the shade Doozie. This is really hard for me to pronounce. I don't have the pen inside this one because I depotted that, and because the pen is magnetic, I just had it in my magnetic palette, but I had to throw away the shade because this one is one of those like creamy formulas, and even inside the packaging it would eventually just kind of dry up almost, and it would create this like dry clay texture that was extremely hard to pick up. The only way I could pick it up was with a finger if I like really pressed in there, but then you can't like blend out blush on your cheeks with a finger because it's too thick of a formula. So I had to throw this one away or like declutter it because of that. But I've used the shade Doozie 36 times, and it took me 14 times or like 14 uses to hit pan on this one, because it's a kind of like a lighter shade and you need to build it up to get to the color that was inside, which was kind of like a corally peachy color, mostly corally. So yeah, like it was a nice color. I did really like it. It just, for me, it dried pretty fast, and it was really hard to use afterwards. So especially once you hit pan, like it is really hard to pick it up with a brush, and if you try to repress it, it becomes even drier and unusable. So not a good formula in my opinion, just for the fact that you can't really use it up, or at least for me it wasn't possible. Then I have the Beauty of Joseon Glow Serum with propolis and niacinamide. I've been trying Beauty of Joseon for a while. I've made a full-on video just like using it and showing you a couple close-ups. So if you want that, I will link that down below as well, so that you can get like a little bit more info and what's inside and stuff like that. But this one, I love the bottles. They're really cute. This one was amazing. My skin loves niacinamide. It's its favorite ingredient. And with the propolis, for me, propolis really works for my acne discoloration, like the post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. It helps to soothe it, it helps to calm it down and get rid of the redness. So, and especially with the niacinamide, like that is a wonderful duo, because niacinamide also really helps for that, in my case. I don't know if it helps for everybody, because I know that a couple people don't like niacinamide. So for me, this one is wonderful, especially if I'm breaking out. This really, really helps. It also helps to regulate the sebum production, and it's really nice for hydration without feeling too much, you know, without like clogging my pores, without just making me really oily and uncomfortable. So I feel like this one is really nice formula, even for dry skin types. And as I said, the main ingredient here is the propolis extract. It also has glycerin, niacinamide, then a lot of flower extracts and leaf extracts, and like root extracts as well. It has Centella asiatica in there. So yeah, this one is a wonderful formula. I think this one it's made in Korea. It's 1.1 fluid ounces or 30 milliliters. Is this one vegan? Because I feel like they are, but I can't find it on the packaging. But I felt like they are. I feel like they are vegan. Yeah, I can't find it, but I will try to look it up and write it on the screen. But I feel like they were vegan, if I remember that correctly. Then I've decluttered two of my Oden's Eye Salmon gel liners. I have the shade 2, which is the orange, and then 12, which is this brown. This brown I've decluttered because it has sparkle in it. It's one of those like metallic ones, and for me, the Oden's Eye formula works wonderfully as a matte formula. But their metallic liners, like pencils, they don't really show up. Like you barely can see it in the waterline, and it's kind of like finicky formula that I don't like. So, and I don't wear browns very often, so this one can go. And then this orange, for some reason this orange dried up like so crazily fast. I don't have a problem with any of their other colors. I know that the yellow one kind of started to lose pigmentation, but it's still not dried up. But this one is so dry. It also crumbled in the inside the. It was broken so many times, and yeah, I don't know what's up with this one. I don't mind getting rid of it because even though I love orange waterline pencils, this one is very dark, almost like not red, but like it's very dark orange. Maybe you can even see it, and it doesn't look all that nice in my waterline. I prefer lighter ones, either like really neon or more pastel oranges. Then another, which I thought is gonna be like a pastel orange, but it's actually more like a peachy, almost beigey color, is this cream gel liner from Oden's Eye, and this one is called, I think it's like Peach Fuzz or something. This one, there's still some left, but first of all, it broke a couple times. You can even see that it broke, and it doesn't really have much pigmentation, and it is so dry. Like, it is incredibly dry. It breaks all the time because of the dryness, and this one dried up so fast. Like, I've had this almost all year. It was like this, and I have a couple other from Colourpop that are now as old as this was when it started drying up, and they're completely fine and super creamy. So I don't know if this one was like an older pencil, like this particular piece was like older when it got shipped to me, so that it was already kind of dry. I don't know, but it's just not a good one. Then I've decluttered the Essence Cool Collagen lipstick. This one is one of those like tingly lip plumping ones, and this one is the shade 204 My Way. This is the packaging. It's like very basic packaging, and then this is how it looks like. It's kind of like a rosy mauvey color. First of all, I don't like the tingling sensation. I don't want to get my lips bigger. Like, I know they're not big in any way, like they're pretty small, but I don't want to get any plumping shit because I just don't like the tingling sensation. This one is a cool tingling sensation, which I guess is better than the hot one, but I still don't like it. I don't want that. So yeah, I've had this for like a year, no, 2 years, 3 maybe even. I've had this for a while, and yeah, don't need that. Also, the shade isn't my favorite. Then I've decolored this Essence eye pencil, like the waterline pencil. This one is white one. It's not a bad one, but for me, like you have to really layer it to get the opacity that you want, or at least that I want. And this one is pretty old in my collection. I think I've had it for like 4 years, so I decided to declutter that. Another product that I've had for a while is the Oden's Eye Alva Matte Lip Stain in the shade Ripe Papaya. This one is just like a matte lipstick. It's not a lip stain. If you're gonna put it on, let it dry, and then try to wipe it off, it's not gonna wipe off with anything. You will just scratch your lips, and or you're gonna take it all off without any staining. So this one is just like a regular matte lipstick, and it's very matte. It's very drying. It's very not too comfortable for me. Like, it feels comfortable for a bit, but then it starts to really crack and dry up, and just like, I don't know. It's a wonderful shade. It's kind of like a bricky reddish brown. It's a really nice shade. It's just not really comfortable on the lips. And I've had this one for a while. I've really tried to use it up, but I don't like, it is such a gorgeous, gorgeous autumnal shade. If they had this in a more comfortable formula, I would jump for this so fast. But this formula isn't my favorite, and I don't really want to keep it up anymore. Then I have this She's Color and Style Kayal eye pencil. This one is kind of like a metallic purple. It's a really beautiful color. It's not too metallic, but it's a really nice kind of lavendery purple. I've had this for a pretty long time, and I have better purple eye pencils that are just more pigmented and nicer to use. Then I have the Beauty of Joseon Ginseng Essence Water. I've repurchased this and started using it again this week because, well, the week that I'm filming this, which is probably like almost 2 weeks ago for you, if my schedule is right. But this one is wonderful. It's a very nice, hydrating, refreshing, and kind of calming formula. It's a bit of a thicker water, not like oily or jelly, but it's a little bit thicker water. which I like, that it feels like it's genuinely something, not just putting water on your face. This one is, I think, 150 milliliters or 5 fluid ounces. It's made in Korea. I still don't know if this is vegan or not. I can't find it, but I've always lived in the I always thought that they are, so I'm not completely sure. It has this essence water has 80% of the ginseng essence, or like the ginseng water, and it's really nice for like hydrating, moisturizing, without feeling too much and without making me oily. It also has 2% niacinamide and 0.04% adenosine, if that's how you pronounce it, which helps to reduce the sebum production and helps with wrinkles as well. And it also helps with like it has a lot of other it has a lot of other extracts, like plant extracts, leaf extracts, and stuff like that. And it also has panthenol, so it's really nice for calming the skin. Yeah, as I said, repurchased that, and like I've used it for so long. 150 milliliters, like that is quite a bit of product, so I've used that one for a really long time, and I repurchased that because I really like it. Then I have the Wella Professional Clear Scalp Shampooing. This one is like a exfoliator and a shampoo in the same step, and this one, it's really nice. I feel like it really gets your scalp clean. You don't need to use too much of it. This one has a lot of different acids in there, like benzoic acid, lactic acid. It also has like rosemary leaf extract, hazel water, sage leaf extract, a lot of other different leaf extracts, and a couple different acids. This one has SLS, like the sulfate, so in case that is something that you don't want to use on your scalp, I'm just warning you. But I think it's a really nice one, and I felt like my scalp was really clean, and it helps if you have any flakiness, which I had at the beginning of this year and also at the end of last year. I've had a bit of flakiness happening because of the weather and everything, and also like probably stress. So that one really was helpful. Then Beauty of Joseon calming serum with green tea and panthenol. This one is so nice. It is just calming, soothing, wonderful for all the red spots that I've had after breakout, because I've had a really stressful like spring, summer, beginning of autumn. I've been trying to get my bachelor's degree, and it was just so much. Also, I've started working at my job, so like there was so many stressful things happening in that like 6 months. So I've been breaking out like crazy, and this really helped, the Beauty of Joseon line. So this one, as I said, it has the green tea and the panthenol. It also has a couple other extracts, glycerin, panthenol, allantoin as well, which is amazing for like calming the skin as well. So this one is just perfect if you have any like, if your skin is irritated, if you have any redness, all of these things, just wonderful, and I've loved that one. I also have the Beauty of Joseon Light on Serum, Centella, and Vitamin C. This one is amazing because it has the calming properties of Centella and the brightening properties of Vitamin C. So it also really helps, especially for me, for the hyperpigmentation, because the Centella will calm down the area, and the Vitamin C will help to fade out the redness. So I've really liked this one. This one is also more like a creamy formula than a serum-y formula. So in summer, I would use this as my moisturizer and serum as well. Like I would just use the ginseng water. I would clean my face with the water, just regular tap water. Use the ginseng water essence, then this, and then go in with the sunscreen, the Arise and Probiotic sunscreen. And it was just the perfect formula. Like I would get all the hydration that I need, all the serum effects, like the all the ingredients that I needed, and a wonderful protection from the sun. So I love that one. Then I have the Rimmel Wonderlust Brow Tint for Days. I haven't figured out how to use this thing. The instructions say to fill brows with the tint, blend color with the brush and comb. First of all, the applicator is really iffy. It's just like this spongy thing. You will either create like a brick brows that don't feather, or you're gonna have half of your face brown because it's such a watery formula. So if you're gonna put it on the brows and immediately start to brush it out, you will just have it all over your forehead. But if you let it dry, then you're not gonna be able to move it, and it's just like a brick brow. So I've tried it multiple times and it just doesn't work for me. I don't know how to use the thing. The brush is horrible. Like this part with the plastic bristles doesn't do anything, and this part with these weird bristles also doesn't do anything, because this just like makes your hair go flat, and this doesn't, especially if you have more like a thicker brows. This plastic part doesn't really brush it at all. So I would have to use normal brush for brows, which is not a problem. I have multiple of these, but it still doesn't work. Let me know if you've ever tried this and if you have some kind of way to use this, but I don't want to see this again. Like, it is just bad. Then I have this L'Oreal Gel Intensa eyeliner in the shape Pure Black. I have like more than half of the product used up. Maybe you can see, maybe you can't, but there's a pan inside. It is a nice formula. It is a gel, like regular gel formula. I've never had an eyeliner like this. I've had multiple potted ones, but they were more like thicker cream, like a really quick drying cream. But this definitely feels like a gel. It is very nicely black, and it, because of it, the jelliness, especially if you have hooded eyes, like it is actually quite nice to create the liner, because it like moves very nicely and it like just swoops. It doesn't create any harsh edges or anything like that. Like, it is very, like, even I can do eyeliner in one go with this, even over the folds. So I do like that. I've had this for like 2 years, I think, so now it's getting a bit dried up and it doesn't work that well for me anymore. But when it was new, this one was really nice. I like the blackness of it. The only thing, it doesn't, well, it does like dry to the touch, but I would like this to look matte. This one doesn't look matte. It still has a bit of shine, and I prefer matte black. So that's the only thing for me, like that it still shines, and I would prefer it to be matte. But the formula is nice, and it was really easy for me to do eyeliners, and eyeliner isn't always the easiest for me because of the hoods in my eyes. Then finally, after like 2 years, 2.5 years, maybe even 3 years, I've been able to use up this Beauty Bay eye base. I have mine in, they have like the translucent one, and then this is, I think, the shade number 1. It's the lightest, like beigey skin toned color. It was really nice. It's more like a concealer, but it's really nice setting concealer, I would say. So it will cover your lid with a color. So especially if you have a lot of discoloration or like really dark eyelids, this will neutralize it. And all colors, especially like neons and pastels, will really pop on top of it because it's like an even layer. It doesn't crease, and it really makes the eyeshadows vibrant, and like it makes them really pop. And I don't like how much of the product you're getting because it takes forever to use it up. Like, I would use this every day. Sometimes I would try other primers, but almost every day, because sometimes I would do 2 looks in a day. So I think approximately it was every day for like 2 years. This is I almost thought that this is immortal, but yes, you can use it up eventually. It's very inexpensive and it is really nice. It's one of my favorite concealers. I used to love the NARS primer, the eyeshadow primer. I don't remember how it was called, but it was the longer tube with the same applicator. I've had that one and I loved that one, but that one is really expensive. This one I feel like is better because it's less expensive and it gives you more of a coverage, if I remember that correctly. Like, I feel like I've had more coverage with this. I haven't used the NARS one in like 4 years now, so it's a bit blurry, but I don't remember it having that good of a coverage as this. Before I'm gonna purchase another one, I want to try the Sigma primer because I've heard nothing but good things about that. So I want to try that to see. I usually don't work well with stick primers because I don't know, like I feel like you have to either put a lot on your lid to like really be able to cover everything without any smudging and like weird texture, or they crease, or they're super dry and they don't hold the eyeshadows. So before I'm gonna purchase another one of these, I want to try the Sigma one. If the Sigma will be amazing, I might go for the Sigma because that one is easier to find and I don't have to ship it from anywhere. Like I can buy it here in Czech Republic. But if I won't be happy with the Sigma, I will repurchase this on Beauty Bay. And that was our last product. Oh my god, this video is so long. I can't keep it short. Like I always feel like I have to tell you everything about these products, so I can't keep it short. Let me know what you thought about these. Let me know if you've had any of these products and what was your opinion. I will link everything that I can down below and in the little card, and also all the videos that I've talked about in this video will be in the card and down below as well. Definitely let me know what you thought about this. Let me know how many empty products you've had in the past month. And with that being said, have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I'll be super happy to see you tomorrow with another video. So, bye!